against Max Stout. Trent Hidlay with a 4.0 grade point average, just a phenomenal human being. Pat Papalizio saying he's a little bit different human being in the middle of the mat, but you know that's what the great ones are. But look at that, 3-time ACC champion.
It's like you said, the great ones know when to turn it on. Hidlay, a great guy, lives with his brother. They have a house that they got in Raleigh that his parents can come and stay at when they're in town, see their family. Meant so much to this NC State wrestling program, 22-0 in the season.
4-time NCAA All-American, 3-time ACC champion, 21, 22, and 23. 4 times on the All-ACC team. 4-time Scholar Athlete All-American. And was named the 2022 ACC Scholar Athlete of the Year.
And then Max Stout really with a chance to test himself here in the ACCs. Coming up after Nino Bonacorsi. Now trying to make his mark. He was a big wrestler in Pennsylvania coming up. 133 and 17 in high school wrestling in Pennsylvania, which is extremely impressive. I mentioned it earlier, one of the hardest states to wrestle in high school.
Hidlay beat Stout by a tech fall 20-4 back on January 26th to improve his record to 17-0. As Nick already told you, he is 22-0 on the season.
There's Hidlay getting that first takedown.
Hidlay up 4-0. Secured his 100th career win on senior night in the home duel against number 13 Virginia.
Perfect example by Hidlay on that first takedown. He uses his angles really well. Like you notice on that last one, he didn't shoot. He didn't shoot really. He just got to the angle he wanted. He used that underhook to throw Stout by, such a strong guy, and then just gets behind, bending the arm of Stout behind till it can't go, has to release, gets the 3 points, now up 4-0.
His whole mentality all season long, jumping up to 197, was I'm coming back this year. It's going to be not about cutting weight. It's going to be 100% about wrestling at the highest level. And I'd say 22-0 is a pretty high level.
It definitely is, and he said it's been great not cutting weight. It's been awesome to go into the room and feel good and not worry about it. And makes sense. He goes right back to that underhook on Stout, and it works once again. Thought that would be a takedown. He was waiting for the 3, just like the NC State coaches. But the official brings it back neutral. So it stays at 4-1. Stout with that 1 escape point.
Max Stout on that number 2, following his first round victory, now 18-5.
So here's another look at that. I thought that was going to be a takedown. He used it again, gets it by, and okay, there it is. Didn't see it there, but in the replay you see the foot of Hidlay, the right foot comes out before he fully completes the takedown, and Stout's arm comes out. So good call there. Don't think it was 3 points.
Second period underway. Hidlay to his feet quickly. And usually pretty powerful at breaking loose. Tough to pick Hidlay up and throw down. Mat 1, Shaw from North Carolina with a 4-1 lead over Andy Smith out of Virginia Tech. I mentioned that. I've told you that Hidlay beat Stout by a tech fall. He beat Shaw also by a tech fall, 18-2. And he beat Andy Smith by a tech fall, 18-3. So Listen, 4 are coming out of 197, but this is Hidlay's weight class for sure.
Oh, he owns it. Doesn't matter if it's 184 or 197, wherever he is, he's probably going to own the weight class.
1 point for Trent by way of a pit stall on that Stout.
So Stout gets called on the stall and gives a point to Hidlay.
Number 1. It's a 4-1 lead now for Matt Shaw, who escaped earlier in the second quarter for North Carolina in his match with Andy Smith.
Shaw with a lead over Virginia Tech. And so this is one of those deals where the NC State fans are not only pulling for Hidlay, but they're keeping an eye on Shaw as well, as Virginia Tech going for 6 ACC championships in a row. They won the regular season by going undefeated.
There's Hidlay with the underhook again. So good at that. Just gets in on the underhook. I've said it so many times, wrestling, it's something people say all the time. It's not like I made it up. It's about angles. You got to get to the angle you want to get to the leg you want. And Hidlay is just so good at getting to the underhook and then using that to move to the side of Stout and then just kind of toss him by and get behind him, as now we bring in Mat 1 as well between Shaw and Smith in the third. Stout gets up too, so that's an escape point for him. Hidlay stacking up the takedowns. He's a guy to watch for the NCAA tournament. Could be a national champion out in the ACC.
That's how he rolls, too. He is a tech fall machine. We got a tight one at Mat 1, though, at 197.
I think the thing that really impresses me about Hidlay, too, is he doesn't get tired. He's so well conditioned that he's here getting to the third period. And just like we've seen so many times already in this match, goes right back to what works. Underhook. Get him by, keep rotating. That time he uses the right leg, but he's constantly circling. Sean Smith going back to neutral. Stout gets the escape point, but it's Hidlay's match. So he's kind of doing what he wishes right now in this semifinal match. Whoever wins the Shaw-Smith match has to deal with him next.
That's 3 more for Hidlay. I mean, at 197, you are talking about a ton of strength within a guy who just, you know, we mentioned the 4.0 as a student, but he brings that same sort of mentality to wrestling, so technically he can do it all.
Well, that's the thing. You can be really, really strong, but Hidlay's the better wrestler. He's the better wrestler, and Hidlay is the best wrestler in this weight class. Definitely in the ACC, possibly in the country. And now Shaw qualifies for NCAA the 3rd time in his career, and he'll have to go against Hidlay in the finals once he finishes out this match, as long as Stout doesn't get a crazy late pin.
Congratulations to Matt Shaw from North Carolina, the 3 seed. He will be featured here in his home Carmichael Arena tonight in the ACC Championships at 197.
I believe the 2nd UNC wrestler today heading to the finals along with Sonny Santiago.
The heavyweights getting ready on Mat 1. 2 NCAA qualifiers at 285. Hidlay with an 18-4 lead.
Under, head on head, no roll. No rolls, pick a side if you want to. Take his foot out. Get ready to take his foot out.
Yeah, and at Mat 1, you mentioned it, getting ready is Katka and Katka, Ryan and Hunter. Hunter, the older brother, just by 1 year. Ryan coming in. Transfer from Navy.
And that is wild, right? For years we watched Serena and Venus Williams, but then to see it in wrestling, there's Hidlay. Another tech fall, yeah.
His signature, raise the roof.